Welcome, everyone. Thank you so much for joining today. My name is Melissa, and I'm here to lead you through mindful stretch. We will practice together today for 15 minutes. As we go through class, just a reminder to listen to your body. If any of the stretches that we work with do not work for your body, please skip them, come on out and modify. For your practice today, it will be nice to have a mat, and I took out some additional props. So if you'd like to use a blanket, that can be nice to have close by. Also, sometimes having the block close by is nice. Those are not a necessity for practice, but they can just help in some of the stretches if you'd like to have them. As we go through our practice today, we'll be doing a variety of poses. We'll be doing some seated and standing stretches. So if you need to adjust your screen, please do so. Our focus of our practice today will be our wrists. I would love to do a wrist releasing stretching practice. So I know through the day, through the week, our wrists hold and build so much tension, being at the computer, holding the phone, so much with the hands every day. So this practice will be great for bringing in some circulation, getting things flowing. Also great for building strength as well. So why don't we get started in a child's position today, just to center and to relax a little bit. Now, as you take this child's pose, either your knees are together. If you do this option, it's going to be great for stretching your back. If you're looking for more of an inner leg and hip stretch, you can take your big toes to touch and knees apart. So whichever option you're in, we're just going to do a little fold forward here. And then just maybe closing the eyes. And I'll just bring in a passage about mindfulness. Worrying about the day only invites anxiety. Today will go exactly as it needs to go. The only thing you can control is your reaction to the things that happen around you. If you feel anxious about something, spend a moment to reframe it in your head. Turn the negative thought into something positive and enter your day with fresh eyes and the resolve to react less and invite calm when anxiety begs to thrive. So feel free to set an intention for your time on the mat today. And that might tie into that passage. It might be something else. So whatever feels right for you in this moment. And we're going to begin by finding our way into a tabletop position. And then as you take table, if your knees are sensitive, feel free to grab a blanket. You can pad your knees. If you don't have the blanket rolling, the mat up on the sides can add extra padding. Also, front to back can help as well. So what we'll just do here is we're just going to do a little rock back, and then we're going to just take a little rock forward. And let's try to focus on our breathing. So we're going to inhale and exhale through our nose. Now, as you make your way to neutral, let's flip our wrists. So we're going to have our fingertips pointing back towards our knees. And this might bring in a bunch more sensation. This really opens up our wrists, those muscles that get really tight from typing and being on the phone. So if it feels okay for you, let's just try for a little rock forward and back. And we're just going to aim to keep the palms of our hands on the mat. And we're going to reset. Let's flip our palms out. So fingertips are going to point to the sides of the room. And then we'll just do a little swish to the right and the left. And just bringing in that mindfulness, noticing where you're feeling the stretch in your body, what that feels like. Breathe into it. And then let's see if we can get there. It can be a little bit more intense, but we'll try to have our fingertips pointing one another. And then again, we're just going to do a little swish to the right and the left here. Good. We'll come back to center. Hands can float forward. So we're just going to take our fingertips, pointing them forward, hands in line with your shoulders, and let's meet in a seated. And we'll be in seated for a little bit. So if it works for you, knees are going to cross. But if that doesn't work for you, feel free to extend your legs out in front of you. So just to kind of release those movements we just did, we'll take our hands together, fingers will interlock, palms will touch, and we're just going to begin to circle out through the wrists here. And it's just nice to do those little warm-ups so that we can drop into some deeper stretches. So when the body's nice and warmed up, nice opportunity just to kind of sink and drop in. Reverse, we're going to flow in the other direction. And let it go. We're going to take our right hand out in front. Fingertips are pointing up. Left hand's going to come in. We're going to grab onto the fingertips, and then we're just going to pull back for a moment. And if it feels okay, maybe you close the eyes or you soften the gaze. And then really trying to activate that right arm. So we want to press out through the crease in the elbow, and we want to press out through our palm. And we'll release. Left fingertips, let's point them up. We're going to come in with that right hand. We're going to draw the fingertips back. And then we'll just go for that nice, deep, full inhale and exhale here. Pressing out through the crease in the elbow, pressing out through the palm. Maybe notice if the stretch feels more intense or easier on the side compared to the other side. Let's relax the right hand down. Left hand's going to come in. We're just going to press. So either you can press in with the hand, maybe create a little fist. And breathe. So this one is nice because it really helps to stretch these muscles here on the top of the forearm. And those are the muscles that tend to shorten when we're typing, when we're on the phone. So it's always nice to give them a good stretch, try to create a little bit more balance in the muscles in the body. And releasing. Let's take left hand, relaxing it down, and then we're just going to come in with that right hand and add a little pressure. See if you can relax your shoulders away from your ears. We'll create a little space here between the ears and the shoulders. Feel the shoulder blades moving down your back. And release. Let's take our hands right on up to the sky. We're going to take a nice full inhale here. Fingers will interlock, palms will press up. And really lengthen here. So let's try to reach from our low back. We're going to find length. We'll try to find a little space here. Full inhale and exhale. Hands can relax down. Let's take our hands into prayer at the heart. And then gluing the palms together, let's begin to shift our prayer hands to the right. And we'll breathe here for a moment. So as best as you can, we're going to glue the prayer hands together, and then hands are just shifting to the right. Let's put ourselves back to center. We're going to release to the other side. Good. Let's bring ourselves back through to center. Hands, let's try to flip them over. So we're just going to flip those wrists. So fingertips are pointing down. And then to make it easier, hands are going to move down towards the ground. But if you wanted to invite challenge, what you could do is keep the palms glued together and then encourage your hands up a bit. And then while we're doing this, let's just be mindful of relaxing our shoulders from our ears. And reset. We'll take hands together at heart space. Let's try to press firmly in with our left hand into the right. And we're going to try to keep this right hand nice and straight, but with our left hand, we can actually peel away. So the palm can peel. But let's try to give a little stretch here to those muscles. Maybe close the eyes, check in, try to relax eyebrows, relax the jaw. And we will reset. We'll try to keep that left hand nice and still and straight. Right hand comes in. We're going to press the right hand into the left. The palm will peel away from the left. Maybe closing the eyes, having that good posture here as well. So being mindful of tucking the tailbone, finding length in your spine. And release. Let's shake that one out a little bit. Let's come into a tabletop position for a moment. We're going to take a nice inhale here, and then on your exhalation, lifting to a down dog. And we'll bring toes to hands into a forward fold. Now, as you take your fold, let's shake it out a little bit here. So it may feel nice to bend one knee, to bend the other knee. Maybe relax your head yes, and relax your head no. And then as you find stillness here, let's work those hands to the right. We'll land in a little side stretch. Grounding evenly through the inside and the outside of each foot. Back to center, hands to the other side. Reaching, stretching through the waist. Lengthening through side body, arm and fingertips. Grounding firmly into the feet. Let's come on up to stand. We're just going to let our hands relax down. And then as you come on up to stand, let's roll out through the shoulders. Full inhale. And then full exhale. Let's begin to bring our feet in line with hips. Toes are pointing straight forward. Hands are going to reach to the sky for a full inhale. We are going to begin to circle out through the wrists. And then as we circle through the wrists, we're just letting our hands float down towards the ground. And then just checking in, having those inhales and exhales through the nose. Let's reverse the circles. We're going to let our hands float up. And let's go again. We'll go down one more time and then we'll take it up one more time. Now, as you're doing this, let's try for that full range of movement. So we'll try to create a full circle in the wrists. And there might be spots that feel a little stuck. You know, maybe some parts move a little easier. Some spots are a little bit more stuck. So as best as you can, really aim for that full range of movement. Good. Let's bring our hands down alongside our body. And we're just going to shake out our wrists here. So just a little shake. And something as simple as this can just really refresh those wrists. So a nice little stretch to remember. Let's begin to relax our hands down. We're going to find some fists here. And then reach and stretch out through your fingertips. Find fists. Reach, stretch out. Let's go 3 more times here. Good. These ones are nice for building a little strength. Let's shake it out a little bit. We're going to take a nice deep full inhale. Sweep your hands right on up to the sky. We'll bring hands together and then hands down to your heart. Thank you so much for joining today. Great to be here with you all. I hope that you enjoyed this mindful stretch practice. I am going to be back with you all on Thursday. We have mindful stretch, 3 o'clock East Coast time. So we'll definitely work with some different stretches. We can do a targeted practice for a different area of the body if you'd like. I always love seeing your feedback and your comments. So if you have anything for me, please leave that in the chat below. Have a great day. We'll see you soon. Hope everyone's wrists are feeling better. I know mine are, which feel great. So hope you're feeling that as well.